What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in, joining us with us Conde Systems here on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Hope everything is going good in your world. Today we're talking about something, and I'm going to just get this off the bat right away. This is not sublimation. I know you guys are used to a lot of sublimation here at Conde, but I got on here to remind you that this is not sublimation. All right. So we're going to be talking today. We've got this. I'm actually really excited about this. I've been seeing this machine and eyeing this machine for about a year, if not longer. This right here is the Uninet. It is the iColor 250. It's the iColor 250. That's right. It's an inkjet printer. It's a label printer, a label sticker maker. It's pretty awesome. We're going to find out all about it today. Just so you guys know a little bit on it. It's got CMY cartridges. It produces processed black. You'll see how awesome and rich the black is in just a little bit. So stay with us here. It's got two types of ink cartridges too. That's right. Two. You can get either dye-based or you can get pigment-based. And depending on what you want to do with your printer and your labels, you can choose your ink in that. And the inks, that's pretty cool. Something I like to look at before I purchase a product is how much the inks cost. So the inks are somewhere between $79 and $85 each. What is cool with the inks, and something that is I have ruined a few print heads in my lifetime. I'm going to tell you that right now. I've made some very, very expensive mistakes. And with each set of inks, it comes with its own print head. So that's really cool too. So you don't even have to worry about the print head clogging like you do in most. We'll find out more about this today with our guests and all that. If you want to get very organized maintenance and have easy accessibility of handling your rolls after they come out, you can also get the iColor Rewinder, which is the ICRW 200, and you can have it come out organized, roll right back up, and send out to your customers. I got on here that it helps maintain organization and handling of rolls, and that is something we all need. And now, talking about this, what type of media goes in it? You can get pre-cut media in various, circles and stuff like that. Or you can also we have over 10 plus materials of custom cut. So this machine also inside has a cutter, so it'll print and cut. And you know what? I've used a lot of cutters in my lifetime. I saw this thing used yesterday, and the software and the getting down for the cutting on this is absolutely, it was easy. I don't know why companies like Silhouette, Cricut aren't copying this, because it really was very, very easy to take a graphic, something like this on my sublimated mug here, take a graphic like this and turn it into a sticker with a cut line with the white outer edge that we're all used to on stickers. So yeah, again, I'm going to stress this is not sublimation. It is an inkjet printer, though, not sublimation. So I'm going to bring on our guests here. We've got Craig Spooner and Joe from Uninet. I'm going to push this here and bring them on and say, what's going on, guys? How are you doing?
All right, Bo. Good. How are you? Thanks for having us.
Good. I hope I said everything correctly about the your guys' printer here.
Yeah, you really hit on the major points here. But the whole point of this machine is that you can print and then digitally die cut your circle or square or star shaped material and just basically peel and stick. And the machine does this all in one. So that's the main point that we want to get across with this printer, is that it prints and digitally die cuts all in one.
And it's pretty amazing how it does that too. It's very easy. You guys have streamlined the process. Inside the rolls, every roll is going to have the directions, the cut settings that you can easily put in. And
correct. Well, traditionally, when you go with a higher end type of label printer, it would be a two-step process where you'd print the roll and then put it on a finisher. We sell those machines too for higher end purposes, but for somebody in the it's entry level, but a little bit higher than entry level, somebody just starting out that wants something with a small compact footprint and be able to do everything all in one, I mean, this is definitely the machine to do it. any kind of industry, any kind of, we mentioned yesterday when we were talking about the hot sauce market and candies and anything, Etsy, that's all part of it.
When you go to, I don't know if you guys have flea markets and you go to those sort of things, or art sale, festival, bazaars, whatever you want to call it. I didn't even think about it, but the freeze dried candy is
absolutely
one of the hottest things. I mean, hot sauce is definitely hotter, if you get my dad joke there.
Yeah.
But freeze dried candy, I didn't even think of that. That's everybody's selling that these days.
Sure.
It seems like
anything that needs a label, this thing can do. It's not a problem. Mm-hmm.
And what's the largest size label you could say? Is this all in your presentation?
It is, but it's a 5-inch roll that it uses, and you could do a cut file up to 12 inches long. But typically you do something shorter and repeat to make sure that everything stays in registration. And that's all part of the instructions on how to be successful with it and make everything line up and print and cut perfectly accurate.
And we were talking before the lives, the instructions really are your key to success and your well-being.
Correct. If you don't like reading, which we suggest you do, we also have a video that shows you exactly how to put it together, because there's certain things that need to be put on before the other ones. Otherwise, you'll have to take it all apart again, like Bo had to do.
Yeah. So don't be like me, read or watch the videos. So Craig, I'm going to be here for questions. I hope everybody comes in and asks questions. I don't think we have any yet so far. We've got some people saying hello to you. Connie, do you know Connie?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Well, what we can do is go through the presentation. I'm going to do it really quick. I don't want to bore anybody. And then Joe's going to take over and he's going to do a demo. He's going to show you how to use the software. He's going to show it printing and cutting. And then if there's any questions after that, we're certainly happy to hang on and answer them.
Cool. Well, thank you, Craig. I think I trust you enough, I think, to hand this over to you. So I'm going to bring you up here. Is this what you're waiting for?
That sounds good to me. That looks great. So we'll go through this really quickly. And again, Bo, stop me if there's anybody shouting out any questions, but we'll go pretty quickly just to make sure we get it all done.
Yeah, anyone. And this is Craig. He is a product specialist over at Uninet. So
Joe and I have been with the company 21 years, and I'm the director of sales. Joe is the big boss over here. And, we basically do 3 different types of products here at Uninet. We have label printers, we have white toner transfer printers, and we have direct to film printers. But today we're talking about our label printer, the iColor 250. So there's a lot of target markets. People in all of these industries can absolutely use this printer. Print shops, franchises, t-shirt shops who want to do labels on the side, kiosks. Etsy is huge for anything that you're making. Product personalizations, awards and trophies is another big one, because people who sell blanks, you could slap a sticker on any blank and make it look really good. Home-based businesses, we said trophies and awards already, and basically any kind of hard surface these labels can go on to as well. Schools, clubs, restaurants, colleges, or any company that needs to promote their brand, anybody who wants to make a label or a sticker. Let me do a quick overview of the printer. So it is a ink-based printer with a built-in cutter, which is an all-in-one solution for anybody who needs to print custom labels and stickers. It prints from as small as a 1/2 inch to 4.5 inches wide, and it cuts from a 1/2 inch to 4.1 inches wide. And it could be pretty quickly, 4.5 inches per second on high speed mode, economy mode. When you go into high quality mode, it'll be a little bit slower than that. And as we said before, it supports rolls up to 5 inches wide. The ability to print only, cut only. So if you wanted a silhouette of your image, but actually not print your image, you could do that too. And of course, the most popular is print and cut. And it comes with the software called Custom Cut to allow you to create your own custom cut lines, which we're going to show you after the presentation on how to do. It's very, very easy to do. You could print a single label, you could print 10 labels, and you could print the entire roll, 125 feet, and anywhere in between. So there's no limit in terms of what you can do or what you need, because if somebody just wants one label, hey, I'll have it to you in 20 seconds. There's no need for extra finishing equipment. Everything is included. And if you're overseas, it's a dual dual voltage power supply. You can use it anywhere in the world. Plus, we give you a 2-year warranty. Most printers, most equipment nowadays is all 1-year warranty. So that kind of sets us apart from many others out there as well. The ink cartridge is a 1-ink cartridge system. It's cyan, magenta, yellow, and produces black with composite. But the blacks are really, really nice. So this label I showed you before, I don't know if you could see it so well, but the blacks are really, really dark on this one. Let me show you this as well. That's all composite black. So very, very happy with the way that the blacks come out, even though it's using composite colors. You could go back to that slide, Bo, if you have a chance. Okay. And so we sell 2 different types of inks. You have pigmented base, which is water resistant, and the dye-based ink, which is what the machine comes with. The dye is going to be slightly more vibrant, but you'd be hard-pressed to tell the difference between both. Many people go with the pigment if it's going to come in contact with any kind of water. Each cartridge has its own print head, as Bo said at the beginning, so it's really, really going to be difficult to clog this thing. If you don't use it for a week or 2, you might have to rejuvenate it by dragging it across a wet towel, and that will kind of get everything moist again and let you use the rest of that cartridge. So unlike DTF and you have to use it every day, no, you can let it sit for quite a while and you won't have any problem running it. And if you do have a problem with the cartridge, the best thing is that you just throw it out and you get a new one and you have a new print head right there. Now you could swap between the 2 ink cartridges very, very easily. It takes you about 10 seconds to swap between one cartridge and the other. And we sell this storage clip that will keep the other cartridge nice and moist while it's not being used. If you want to use it for an extended amount of time and keep it open, what we recommend is put it in a Ziploc bag and maybe a wet paper towel inside, and that will keep it going for quite a while. We have a lot of media roll options. So I'll go through them quickly, and these are all listed on the website as well. High gloss BOP, and BOP is a synthetic material which won't tear. So if you're looking for something that's more durable, you want to go with the BOP. And we also have a matte BOP, which is not glossy. We have paper, which is also a gloss. So it can rip, but it's a little bit cheaper. We have a wine stock. We have vinyl. We have magnetic media, print and throw it on your refrigerator, for example. Frosted clear, gold, silver, and many more. So there's a role for pretty much any kind of application. With the clear, I do stress that it's frosted clear. It's not a crystal clear. And because this machine doesn't have white, you have to take care to make sure that your graphics are darker if you're putting it on a dark surface. But if you're putting the clear label on a white surface, you can use any color you want and it won't matter. Some accessories that we offer with the 250, as Bo mentioned before, we have this rewinder. So if you're doing a complete run of the entire roll, you're going to want that rewinder. Otherwise, you have 125 feet of media on the floor, which is a little inconvenient. Replacement cutting knives, wear strips, replacement blade holders, output cleaning cards. And then that you want to run through every once in a while to make sure you get rid of all the adhesive that might be stuck on the blade. And make sure you get rid of all the paper dust that might be in the machine as well. We also have lamination. So there's a specific setting in the machine where if you want to put a lamination sticker over your sticker, what it'll do is print and eject the graphic before it cuts. And you'll apply this clear sticker right over it and then hit the button and it'll suck it back into the machine and then cut right over that. So now you have a protected label, which is, if it comes in contact with other bottles or it's constantly being rubbed, it's going to definitely give you extra protection. It's a little bit more manual than these automated machines, but the option is there. There's a lamination dispenser, which helps you take each lamination sticker off one by one. And we have 3 different sizes of lamination, depending upon the size of your graphic. And then we have this lamination stand where you see it goes right at the mouth of the printer to help you stick that lamination sticker on it and then bring it back without having to bend or crease the media. And then, of course, we have pre-die cut rolls. Now, what's nice about being able to print on pre-die cut is that if you don't want to engage the cutter and you want to go really fast with printing, it'll print on pre-die cut. Now, these rolls don't have the chip inside that the other ones do. Now, the chip communicates with the printer and allows the cutter to engage. If you don't have a chip, you can print on these pre-die cut rolls. Not a problem. You're just not going to be cutting.
Hey, Craig.
Go ahead.
We got Tracy in here. She's got a question about the magnetic material. Is it water resistant?
The magnetic material is water resistant. You're going to want to use the pigmented ink with that to ensure that it's not going to run if it's in water. So pigmented ink, magnetic material, you're good to go.
Cool. Thanks, Craig. I know with sublimation, there's not a lot of magnet type stuff you can directly print on. So that's pretty awesome.
This is a pretty popular product. We sell a lot of it, and people seem to really love it.
Cool. Thanks, Craig.
Mm-hmm. We're almost done with this. Some of the unique attributes, it's got very, very high resolution. So if you're printing pictures of real life pictures, here's an example. I mean, it's going to be as good as any photo printer out there in terms of resolution. So there's no limit in terms of what you can print. It connects by a USB. It's lightweight and small, only 12.5 pounds. It's got roll-to-roll capabilities or roll-to-cut. So in addition to that plotter-style knife that actually cuts out your graphic, there's a pizza-style cutter, which basically slices the label. So if you say, I want 10 labels and cut, boom, it'll print you 10 labels and then slice it. And now you have a little bit of a length of roll, which has 10 labels on it. You can print and cut just about any shape and size on demand because, the software, as Joe's going to show you in a minute, is so easy to use, and it will sense your graphic. It'll sense the shape and size of the graphic and suggest the cut line for you. And 99.9% of the time, that cut line is perfect. You just hit OK, and then you can print. And it's going to cut that line on either on the inside or on the outside. And we'll show you how to do that as well, because some people like an inset label and some people like a little extra space around it. And it's perfect for any kind of industry: food, beverage, personal care, logistics, chemicals, the candies, the hot sauces, you name it. And then, as I mentioned, we have the lamination for extra protection on top of your label. The other piece of machinery, and I know that this is kind of on the outside, I did want to mention that we also have a UV DTF printer. Now, this creates labels too, but they're more like decals, where if you want to put it on something that's going to be completely permanent, you cannot scratch this off. Once it's on there, and it's got some relief to it as well. So these can go on to basically any type of material, coasters, okay? And unlike regular paper labels, these are not going anywhere. It's a textured relief type of label. I put them on cups, okay? I put it on trophies and awards, okay? It's a more expensive machine, but I did want to mention that too, because, with the latest craze with DTF and UV DTF, I did want to mention that we also carry that as well. If you go back to that slide for a second, I could just talk about it. Now, that one's going to be a 17-inch wide printer, and it's basically got 3 heads. It's white, color, and varnish, and it's all in one. So there's no powder, there's no fumes, there's nothing. So what it'll do is print on an A roll and fuse to a B roll, and then you basically just take your finished label that you have here, you peel it, you peel the backing off, and this part is going to stick onto your hard surface. So I'm going to show you that really quickly. Okay, I'm going to put it on. See if you. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put it on here, and you basically just push it on like that, and once it's on, peel it off, and that's it. UV DTF. Pretty cool stuff.
So, Craig, I bet you can guess the magic question here of what we have on UV DTF on a mug.
What do you mean? What do we have? Like you talked about.
Is it dishwasher safe?
Is it dishwasher safe? We recommend hand washing because over time water can seep in underneath it. And that's not just our machine, that's UV DTF in general. So we do recommend hand washing.
I feel like I have one that I've been washing for a while. I have to think about this now because I do have things like this, and I feel like it's still on there-ish, but I wash everything in the dishwasher.
Yeah, you could do it. But
Yeah.
over time, if you wash and wash and wash it, you will see some watermarks around the sides, But
Yeah.
generally, if you want to do it, fine. It's not a problem. I just think it's a cool technology. But let's go back.
That stuff is on there when you stick it on there.
Oh yeah.
I have one at my desk and I pick at it all day long when I'm doing things, and it doesn't move.
For sure.
So
I think I covered everything with that UV. Just go back to that slide one more time. Yeah, so it's a pretty fast printer, and we with that and all of our DTF materials, we ship a complete starter bundle. He's going to get the ink, the training, the transfer rolls, the maintenance solutions, accessories, everything you need for UV, DTF, and DTF. And Conde's going to be able to sell all of those items as well. So I just wanted to mention that as a side. But let's go back to the 250. And if anybody's interested in that stuff, you can talk to Bo, and if he's got any questions for me, I can certainly help out as well.
Do we have another slide, Craig, or is that it?
That's it.
There's a slide 52 in there, though, is what I see.
I think it's just a thank you slide. Yeah, you can put it back up real quick.
Oops, I remember. Look at that.
Everything has to have an ending with me. I can't just.
That's true. That's right, Craig. That was really good. That answered a lot of questions. It really showed it. All of those sort of things. I'm going to remove the slides now.
Yep, we're all
bring us up here. I'm going to let everybody know I didn't put this up here, but you can email me, bo@conde.com. Real easy, just bo@conde.com. And I'll answer all questions. We can talk about sales, pricing, and what comes with it, and all of those things. You can also give us a call at 1-800-826-6332. But I don't have a graphic for that, and I forgot I don't have a graphic for that. So just, if you can't remember, email me at bo@conde.com. Craig, the next question we have in here is question on pricing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find where this one is. Oh, there. No, nope. Oh, okay. We made it go. So this thing is, what is this? This is, I have it up on my screen somewhere. Is it $299?
For the 250 is priced at $2,995 retail.
Yep. Which for what this does and everything you have in it is a great price, to be honest. You can print labels in this. How many labels will this print today? Because it'll do 1 to, what is it, 3,000?
Yeah, I mean, that's a hard question to answer because I don't know the size of your label, right? So if you're doing 2 up, maybe 3 inches, it's not made to run 8 hours a day every day. A couple of rolls a day, I think, would be right in the sweet spot of its duty cycle. If you're going to be running that much more, some of our users actually have 2 or 3 printers at a time running. And then if you go really, really heavy, then you might want to upgrade to one of our other machines, particularly the iColor 400, which is a toner-based machine. It actually has 5 cartridges, including white. And that's a completely different level, a more professional level type of printer. But as far as this is concerned, a couple of rolls a day is appropriate, and each roll is either 125 feet or 150 feet, depending upon the type of material.
Cool. We've got some other questions here, which are pretty good, Craig. And one of them is Conde going to be carrying more Uninet products?
I hope you are. You have access to everything Uninet has.
We do. We have access to everything Uninet has. So anything Uninet, come to us. And if you haven't, check out Conde.com. Go down to the bottom in the Uninet. There's a red box down there that says Uninet. And we have a bunch of Uninet products now on Conde.com. We've got the i560, the i5-650. Those are really hard to say, by the way, fast. I thank you for that. We've got all the medias, all the toners, the drums, and all those sorts of things. So Conde.com is now your place for Uninet products. So that's pretty cool. Regina was saying, did you miss it? Are you guys covering the 250? And we're still covering it. That's all we're covering.
Yeah, we're going to do a demo now, but I think this
Yeah.
is going to be repeated on Facebook later, right? It's
Yeah.
there forever.
It's there forever,
Okay.
unfortunately, for us. Yeah, so I'm going to bring Joe and the printer in here and add them to stage, and there it is right there. We've got the 250 there. That's Joe's hand in the picture.
Hey everybody, I can't be on the camera with the printer, so this is the best you get right now. We're going to show you how this printer works.
Cool. If you can just face the mic towards Joe. If you
Yes,
can't talk.
I'm putting it right in front of him.
Here we go. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. What we're going to do, Bo, let's go ahead and share my screen. Give me a second here.
So Joe's going to show us his screen, which is going to have the software for printing. It's
Okay, can you see that now?
oh yeah.
Okay, perfect.
There we go.
All right, so this is the custom cut software that comes with the printer. There's two key pieces of software: Custom Cut and Print Hub. So we're going to review both of those. Custom Cut is the place that you're going to bring in your artwork, and you're going to create your cut lines around the images. So you can see these two right here. We've already done that, and we're going to go through the process of how to do this. But first, I want to show you how quick and easy. Once you have your image loaded and the red lines have been set up, which is your cut lines, you're just going to go into File, Print, and over here you're going to choose, you could either print, cut, or print and cut. So we're going to do a print and cut. And now, Bo, we can focus on the printer. And we've tricked the printer a little bit with this card here. So we could leave the lid open and show you it printing.
You're printing both those dogs or just one of them, Joe?
We're going to print both of those at one time. Now what it's done, it's gone ahead and done the print, and now it's doing the cut. Okay, so this is all done. Hopefully you can see that good. And you can very easily pull this away now. All right. So if you go back to my screen, I want to show you a little graphic that popped up. So what it's telling you is that that entire label was 9 cents to print in ink. And it also tells you could do 772 of those, and there's 595 remaining in the cartridge. So you do get a good amount of information. You could even generate a little quote out of that for your customer.
So what's kind of cool about that is it looks like you said there's 700 and let's just say almost 800 left on that roll.
Right.
If you sold those for $1 each, you'd make $800 right there.
Pretty good.
Which is close to a third of your printer paid off.
Right. Okay, so now I want to show you how you can create those cut lines. So here's an image that you can simply drag and drop, or you could just click import, either way. And you can very easily size this, no problem, to whatever size that works for you. You're going to click trace, and then click OK. And now you can't see it, but there's red lines all around that pumpkin. But what you can do is go on to path and then offset path. I'm going to come back here 1 second. Path, offset path. And here you can choose how much you want that offset to occur. So you can make that as large as you want. You could even bring it right down and even cut it on the inside too. Right, if you click inset, it'll be an edge-to-edge print because it's going to cut away that border. But we're going to do it like this. This is more of a traditional setup. Click OK. And now again, you could just click File and Print. Print and cut, and out it comes. You can go back to the printer.
Sorry, I was looking at your cut lines and all that there. That's kind of amazing. And you can go in there and just customize it so it's like a 1/4 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch around if you wanted to, or
Oh, sure.
so. Are you guys Halloween people? Is that what the pumpkin's for? Are
Yeah,
you
we like Halloween.
Are you guys pumpkin spice latte?
No, not me anyway. I don't know if Joe likes it. Do you like pumpkin spice latte?
Not my favorite.
No.
Here we go. So you can peel this from the front or the back.
You peel the waste off, and then you have the label without any matrix around it.
There we go. All right. So that's the basics of the software, but you can actually bring multiple images in and do the same thing and set up whole art boards to cut, more complicated designs like that. We have lots of demos. If you go back to my camera here, show you some different ones that we have set up for you already. These are all cut. So not just circles, but quite complex designs like this. Very handy. Okay, that basically covers the main use of the software. There's other things you can do. You can type graphics on there. There's a lettering tool. You can change colors, but more or less that's the gist. You're going to bring your image in, do a trace, and then set that offset path and print. Really simple. Should take less than 30 seconds to set up your artwork. And the nice thing is you can save those to a cut design. So when you bring it in the next time, it'll bring the artwork with the cut file together. So you could just quickly repeat those graphics as much as you want with no setup.
Hey, Joe, while we're here on this, does it take JPEGs, PNGs, PDFs?
It does. Yeah, all the common file formats. Yep, PNGs, no problem. Doesn't need to have a transparent background or anything. JPEGs are perfectly fine.
Cool. So it really simplifies the whole process then.
It really does. It's super simple. This is something most beginners tell us they get in a matter of 5 or 10 minutes. They have familiarity with the software and they already know what to do. It's very simple.
Do you have one of the samples there to show the strength of?
We do. Let me find one that is a synthetic. So, of course, Craig mentioned we have different types of medias. We have paper and we have synthetic medias. So I'm going to show you. This is a paper media.
Put the camera back up. There you go.
This is paper. So a paper can be torn because it's paper. It's not waterproof. It's still a high quality glossy material, but something like this can be torn, relatively easily. But we also have media that. Hang on.
We mixed them up.
Yeah, I found it. I got one.
There we go.
So here, this is a material that's a bot. So this you cannot tear at all. This is a synthetic. There's like no way. Very, very, very difficult to tear something like this. And this is waterproof as well. So if you combine that with the pigment ink, you have a really nice weatherproof solution.
Cool.
All right. I think that's what we have here. Any questions on that?
Do you guys want to cover? Hold on, we do have a question.
The whole design.
Do you want to discuss warranty on this at all? I know it comes with a 2-year warranty, right?
Yeah. This is a 2-year warranty. I mean, anything even comparable to this only has a 1-year warranty on the market. So we've doubled that to make this a pretty good user experience.
There
we go. Yeah, we don't want
I'm glad that was on your end because I couldn't figure that out.
Yeah, it was my screen.
Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. It comes with a 2-year warranty. And does it have the capability to cut through the whole design rather than have a white square? So can you cut all the way through? And I guess it would be.
No, we don't cut all the way through. And the reason is because what's going to happen is that the graphic will drop inside the printer. So no, it's a peel and stick, and we cut the liner only.
Okay.
We cut the paper and not the liner, I should say. And that's by design.
Cool. I assume that I haven't made it that far, but there's probably a cut strip in here too, right?
So there's a cutting knife, and then there's a sacrificial strip underneath, and that strip can be replaced once in a while. Like if you cut too deep once in a while, it may start to damage that strip, and it's very easy to just peel that off and then put a new one in.
Yeah, it's right there in the machine. It's very accessible.
Mm-hmm. And what Joe's looking at here are your settings, so you can check. You can set the knife pressure depending upon what printer or what paper you're using. If the paper is going to stretch at all, which it does, you sometimes have to factor in the stretch factor. And then if your alignment is off for some reason, there's a whole test pattern that we have listed here, and that you get the alignment straight on after you set the alignment.
So Joe's showing you the Joe, can you show that again? You can't really see it in there, but those are the cut settings in there inside the roll. It tells you what sort of media it is. So, once you take that roll off, you're not confused as to what you have on and not. And all the cut settings are in there.
Did we want to show changing the roll? We could show you that. I could.
Yeah. Changing the roll was really easy. This whole machine is easy from setup, to be honest.
Hold on, we're going to shuffle a little bit here.
Let's click the unfeed button down here. So first thing you're going to do is click unload. And now that media is free. And you can just lift that right out. The only thing you're going to do is reuse this hub. Okay, so we're going to use this on the next roll. And you'll notice each roll has a chip inside. Okay, this keeps account of how much media has been used. So now we're going to bring the new roll in with its own chip. And we're going to put that hub on. And that's it. So it's going to basically suck it in there. So that's fully loaded now. It's ready to go.
Do you have to hit any button on the front to load it, or is it just an unload?
No, it detects the media when you insert it.
Cool. Do you mind? Did you finish with the cut settings, Joe?
Yep.
Do you mind showing us how easy it is to change out the print, the print head? I want to call it a print head.
Sure.
The ink.
Yep. The blade you're talking about? Oh, take out the cartridge? Sure.
So
Yeah.
two things. We'll show you how to change the two consumables here. So the first thing is the
I think we lost your guy's sound on that end.
Good now?
Good now. Yeah.
Hello. Okay. All right. So here's that ink cartridge, and you can see the print head is right there. So the worst case scenario that would ever happen if you had a catastrophic problem is you would replace this print cartridge, and it would include a brand new print head. It's never happened to me. I use the printer quite a bit here and at home, and I've never had to do that. But usually when the ink cartridge is empty, I just change it. But if you had to, even if you left the printer for many months at a time and came back to it, typically it would just work after a quick clean. But if it didn't, you could just replace this cartridge. Okay. So this is what the cartridge box looks like when you buy a new one. So there's your cartridge. And then on the cutter side, you're just going to pull this out and lift this. And this is what the cutter looks like, the knife. So to replace it, you just drop it in, and that's it. Very simple.
As far as the blade and the blade holder in the craft market world, with your cutters, you usually have to change your blade settings. With this blade, it's super easy. It's already set up, isn't it? Pretty much.
Correct. There's one height, and the rest of it's operated in the software.
Right. So each roll of media comes with a little chart that tells you what you would set the knife pressure to. So if you're looking at my screen, there's a knife.
Oh, I just removed.
That's okay.
There we go.
So this is where you would change it. So, perhaps if your blade is getting a little weak over time, you might want to increase that knife pressure. But otherwise, you wouldn't have to adjust this knife pressure after you install the new paper. Pretty simple. You could send a test print just to confirm that, the XY is calibrated correctly and that the cutting depth is appropriate.
Now the bot media is in there, right?
Yes.
Did you guys change the cut settings for the media?
We didn't do anything.
Nope,
so
I didn't
let's see what
change
happens.
anything. Here we go. So to me, this is too deep. So I would lighten it up.
Is it removing the backing with it?
Yeah, it removes the backing. I mean, it's okay, but I would still make it a little lighter. I got it off, but I would just go back. As you could see, it started to pull right there. But it did come off fine. So what I would just do, I would lower this a little bit to like a -1 or a -2. And then it should be just right on. So that's as much of the tweaking you need to do when you change the roll. It's pretty simple.
And all of the settings are right there inside the roll.
Yep.
You guys are this sounds just as easy as making a frozen pizza.
Easier.
Connie just said, "Can you do a test cut?" Connie, we just did do a test cut. Which a test cut? I always recommend always doing a test cut before doing a big job. You should always, it's better to waste, a little bit of material than a whole roll or something before you realize it. Yeah. What comes with the machine, you guys?
In the box with the printer.
So I'm going to say, can I say something on this that I love that you guys included? And I think it's crazy in 2025, I have to say this, but thank you very much for including this cable here that I do not know the name of. What is it, a USB to...
USB cable?
Yeah.
You have no idea that a lot of companies don't include
No,
this.
you're right.
This probably costs 13 cents to include.
Well, we add that with all of our printers. Every printer we sell has a USB, and if it's network capable, we'll include a network cable as well, standard. So those two cables will be in there. Power cord, power brick. You get a die-based cartridge. You get a blade. You get a blade holder. No media comes with the printer. So when you do buy the printer, we suggest that you start off maybe with paper or the glossy bot. Get yourself an extra cartridge, maybe a pigmented based cartridge if you're going to be printing stuff that's going to be or need to be water resistant. Get that cleaning card, and then if you want to laminate, then you're going to want to get a size or two of lamination, and that works well. But you don't have to start off with that. Get used to the printer and then buy the lamination later if you find you're going to need it.
Yeah, and if you think right away going you're going to want it, I'd get that rewinder with it as well.
Correct.
Well, I don't.
Most people do shorter runs, but we do sell quite a number of those rewinders. But I think the majority of the printers that go out here go out without it, and then people decide later, I need the rewinder. I'm going to be doing larger jobs, and you always get it later.
Yeah, cool. I can't thank you guys enough for coming on here and demoing this amazing printer and showing us everything. I think that I can't think of anything you guys missed that should be covered with this.
Well, great. Reach out if you guys have any questions. Happy to help.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for Craig and Joe coming on here. I'm kind of stalling to see if we have any more questions coming in, but you guys can always reach me at this. There it is. bo@conde.com. You can always reach me there. Just send me an email. We can discuss this. No pressure, no nothing. We can talk about this, what this printer and other Uninet printers can do for your business. So unless there's any questions coming in, Connie says thank you. Conde Systems is all saying thank you to you guys. So thank you for coming on here.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
And I'll definitely see you guys in October in Printing United. Everybody else should go down there and check out the Uninet booth in Printing United. You guys have a booth number yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm throwing you under the spot here, aren't I?
That's all right. We're still working on the logistics.
Yeah, aren't we all? So everyone, thank you for coming on here, guys. And we're gonna have you guys on here soon, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
Great.
We'll talk about the white toner printers next.
Yes, that's right. We'll be checking those out, and expect a video soon on this. End of August, I'm going to say. We'll have a video out on this
Great.
and what it can do and all that. So thank you guys. Yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. So I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do the closing thing now. And if you guys want to stand, I just want to say something to you guys at the end.
You got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Take care, everybody.
Well, that was, hold on, let me meet you guys. That was Joe and Craig over there at Uninet. We're very, very excited about our new partnership going here forward, carrying Uninet products. The i250 is definitely going to be something you guys are going to want to check out. You can email me, bo@conde.com. That's bo@conde.com. Or you can give us a call at 1-800-826-6332. So stay tuned, subscribe, do all those things, ring all the bells you can, hit some buttons. And next, we're going to be having a product specialist from Nina on in a few weeks. So we'll be seeing you then. I can't wait. This was fun. Thank you guys for giving me your Wednesday, all of those sort of things. And yeah, goodbye.